Get out of here with that, Patrick.
I like this mic. Sounds good.
It's got the fuzzies, which I think
Is that a
fun.
draw 4 Uno?
Yeah.
Oh, buddy, that's a good one.
Good. It's a very the
draw
most
4
powerful
wild.
card.
You get to
choose your color.
You get to choose your color. Well,
Surprised?
I don't really know what to say about this game.
Yeah.
I'm assuming the Bills' success rate is just 100%, other than the Prater kick. Andy froze. Son of a. You're back.
I was a little worried. The weather is bad here. I was a little worried how the Starlink would do. I might have to, on bad weather days, might have to go to the office.
How's my sound? Good?
You sound fine.
A little on the side, Earl? No.
No, you're good.
Yeah, I mean, this is... let me look it up here, because I'm curious.
Let's hold still.
The Bills' success rate so far is 69%. Nice. Dolphins' success rate so far 39%. EPA per play for the Bills so far 0.48. Jesus Christ. Everything is bright green. Rush 0.37 yard EPA per rush for these guys. 0.56 EPA per pass. The Dolphins are also positive EPA per play because the Bills defense kind of sucks. The only place the Dolphins are not doing well is on their early down passing has been bad. And a lot of that's been because bad concepts and Tua's poor execution. They're getting hugely lucky on late passing. 1.11 EPA per play on third and fourth down passes.
Real hit and miss for me with what I'm seeing from McDaniel, because there's some really nice concepts on some of these downfield passes, but then they're throwing these balls where it's like, oh, let's just let Achane get fucking slimed by a corner 5 yards behind line. Like, those passes are not going anywhere. And yet you see some pretty good plays down to the intermediate stuff that are kind of working. And that said, obviously the Bills, you should be attacking the middle of the field. That's kind of what we should be doing instead of some of these stretch runs and these passes to the outside. It's silly because you know where you should be attacking. You've seen what worked against the Bills so far. Dolphins win would be amazing for Survivor.
It would be, yeah. Slimed, yeah, absolutely. I haven't seen the numbers on how many people pick Dolphins in Survivor. Have you?
People don't.
I mean, how many people pick Bills? Excuse me. Yeah.
So you won't see it until it locks, because you have to wait for it to lock and then they'll show for everything.
Okay.
I don't think we get those numbers early.
Okay. Let's take a look at the live market.
Kind of enamored with what the Dolphins have done. I think it could probably continue because the Bills don't have some adjustment where they can just bring back injured players. That said, the Bills should have more points. Like, I haven't seen someone miss a field goal like that in a while. Like, yeah, Prater was the hero and that was fun, but boy, he missed that like he was trying. Like, he just.
Are you accusing Matt Prater of point shaving?
No. I'm just thinking.
Sounds like you're accusing Matt Prater of point shaving.
I think
that was how bad he missed it.
He thought that the left post was the right post, so he missed it by that much. Where it's like, man, that almost would have hit another post if it was over there. It wasn't
the halftime. You got to guess at the halftime line in total. Hopefully you're not looking at it.
No, I don't.
It's pretty flat right now. Not a lot of action really. You got to guess?
So I would say about a touchdown, 23, 24.
It is Bills -7, -107 on either side. And the total is 26.5. I just don't know that what we're seeing from the Bills in terms of offense. It's extremely sustainable and it takes time.
Yeah.
What we're seeing from the Dolphins offensively is the opposite. I think this could devolve into Bills runaway, put away. So I'm kind of inclined to take the under 26.5 because that kind of captures a couple of different outcomes here.
Well, and
It
not only that,
definitely,
but I
yeah,
think
good.
we'll have some fourth down attempts from the Dolphins at some point once we get to that point, and then you get another short field possibly for the Bills. Suddenly
Plus,
it's
if Prater's
21-7 in the
shaving,
second half. Yeah,
if Prater's
Prater.
shaving, let's just go under 26.5. What do you think? That's a big number, dude.
Well, and not only that, but with how good that Cook is looking,
Bills get the ball first.
Yeah, the blocking up front, it feels like if they need a long sustained time killer, they've kind of got that in the bag too. It is.
All right, 26 and a half. It is. I'm already in.
Have you guys not seen the interviews with the people that are on the subway? I don't know what that's called. But they're holding like a subway card. This is what I got.
I am doing this 26 and a half. I think the other thing we have is I'm just going to leave good to minus 20 up every time we do this as a joke because I can't be that good at indexing. I think I got minus 111 if you're curious. The other things we got going for us for the under here, besides just Prater shaving.
My phone to bet.
Okay. All of the scripted stuff for the Dolphins was solid, but the rest of the Dolphins has been very uneven. The running green light for Josh Allen has turned into a red light. He has a red light in terms of running. When
he did the second flip, yes. Sam pointed it out in the chat, and it was something I saw right away where he had green grass in front of him, and he stopped like a fucking dog hitting one of those invisible fences. And somebody joked about the shot collar. It looked like that, where it's like he just knew, I can't go past this area or I'm gonna get fried. And then he flipped the ball. It's like they felt really strongly about making sure he didn't run, and he agreed with him. He said, "All right, I promise, coach, I won't run." And as soon as he hit that, I know somebody in the Discord said it's like 15 yards, and I still want to bet the under. Yeah, it's probably fine. I don't think there's going to be a spot where, all right, we need you to start scampering, bud.
We need you to start. Well, we never know. I mean, it's crazier things have happened. It is a tie game. Tyreek Hill is involved. He's still got some juice. The Bills do get the ball first. For the under, we need a 6-minute touchdown drive. So far tonight, I feel like we've had 2 of those, right? Mm-hmm. We had a 5-minute touchdown drive and a 4-minute touchdown drive. So we need a 6-minute touchdown drive from the Bills to start this one. And then we need a 3 and out, and then we can rockabye this baby to sleep. Under 4.5 attempts for Josh Allen, even money. Donnie Pickleball found a good one.
So that's dicey because I think there's a decent chance you get 3 at the end. Kneel downs are counted. So it's more like what is it, about 70-30 that they end with the ball and he ends up kneeling at the end. So
it might not be 3 though.
No, it could end up being just 2. I can't just do the math in that in my head, but there's a decent chance that he kneels down at the end. So it's more like an under 3.5, under 2.5 kind of thing.
He did kneel to end the first half. Yeah, so he does have one attempt.
If that number he's looking at is the total ones or
live, it's got to be live. Yeah, so it's 3 more. It's probably 4 more. Yeah.
Okay. Ooh.
Trubisky gets the kneels. Mike's on that. Yeah, we both are clicking it at the same time.
you know what Durso says to that?
Yeah, Scott also had that one. You guys reverse. He hit him with the reverse. 6-minute drive, missed field goal, and a Miami touchdown. Now that gets weird if we're on under 26.5. It feels not great playing an under. It feels not great playing an under when we have had a success rate that is this absurd so far in the game. But I've been enjoying the prime vision, and Josh Allen is kind of just everything is working, so he's kind of getting away with doing whatever he wants. And he isn't necessarily seeing the field as perfectly as you would expect, considering how easy it has looked. I don't think that there are any defensive adjustments for the. I don't think there are any defensive adjustments for the Dolphins that I would expect will work. Although they did get him once. They got a sack that set up the bad field goal by Prater. So
It
pass
wasn't
rush
even a
finally
blitz.
gets
That was
there.
just they won.
Bradley Chubb.
Chubb kind of he wasn't winning on the outside, so he twisted to the inside, found a lane, and Josh was stepping up. That's just kind of a savvy move by a pretty good pass rusher who's doesn't get mentioned a lot because he's had the injuries. I think that was a Foghat song. I don't know what Patrick is referencing. Slow Ride?
Slow ride.
Can you think of a Foghat song?
Take it easy. That's the only one I know. All right. I guess I'm not really sweating Bills if you have them in Survivor yet at all, just because, again, they get the ball first and it has been so easy. But, no Ed Oliver, no Matt Milano. You are susceptible for sure to, giving up some of these sustained drives. Not really much pass rush to speak of.
We'll go over Survivor tomorrow. Still figuring it out.
Has Tua been under pressure more than the one time he went on and scrambled? I haven't really seen any. I feel like he's just kind of taking, he's getting a lot of time back there, but he has played a couple of snaps really poorly, Tua has, in my opinion. And enough of those in the second half unwinds this team probably. The goddamn 7 targets for Achane so far.
Only one for Waddle. A couple.
Andy froze again. Dang it. Starlink can fuck itself.
Yeah, we're going to the office for Sunday. I do like going to the office on Sundays anyway.
What was the point you were going to make?
Oh, just Tua's had a little bit of pressure, but it hasn't been like extreme pressure that he's had to do anything wild. He just seems to be able to roll out to his left there, and he's found some guys. And even on I don't like how he throws some of those to the bound that are clearly not going to be caught. He almost threw a pick on the one where he wasn't under great duress at all.
Yeah. Alrighty. Well, what do you think, man? Still like our under? It is come back. It went down to 25.5 and then it came back to 26. If you want under 26, you can get it for -106. I don't see a huge difference between 25.5, 26, and 26.5, but maybe I'm not thinking hard enough. The Bills have gotten bet. They are now -7, -111. Second half money line. Bills -532. So there supposedly is still a 82% chance the Bills win this game according to the market. What would surprise you the most in the second half? The Bills not scoring?
Honestly, like the Dolphins continuing to have good luck on third downs. Sometimes that shit just happens. The Bills not being able to put themselves in good third down situations would be surprising. They've had such good luck on early down success rate and just running the ball for good chunks, good play sequencing. I know the broadcast already mentioned Joe Brady as a potential head coaching candidate here soon. We had that talk 5 years ago. It felt like a little bit when he was LSU, right? He was
with Burrow at LSU, and then he moved on to the Panthers, and then his Panthers tenure kind of went sideways.
Yeah. No, but I remember coming out of that. Yeah,
he was a little scapegoated, though. He was a little scapegoated.
That was kind of a weird situation down there. So, no, I love the guy. He's probably going to get some looks for coaching jobs next year.
Mm-hmm. Oh, man. This is a good overtime question from Taylor. Will fire that up as soon as we kick off here, which is in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Officially overtime, Andy. How often do we hang out in person each year?
Not enough.
So you guys vacation together at some wineries? Yeah, absolutely. Not enough is the right answer. We get together at least once a year. Vegas in the summer. And then, to the degree we could swing it otherwise, I would absolutely make an effort to. We went to the Breeders' Cup 2 years in a row when it was in California. You came out to Del Mar, and then we went to Santa Anita the next year. That was super fun. But yeah, I mean, next time you come to California, presumably it's Southern California, I'll be there.
Yeah, I know. I was going to try to get you to swing waste management again, but I think you have something right after that, after the Super Bowl.
Yeah, I was going to say, what is BFE? Were you trying to click it too?
BFE
Bumfuck East?
Bumfuck Egypt. It's just like middle of nowhere. Do they not have that saying? We say BFE all the time.
I didn't know it was Egypt. I thought it was East.
Bumfuck Egypt. It's just like the middle of look at that. John's all over it. Middle of nowhere. Yeah, we did. Middle of nowhere. We hung out for circus sign up weekend this year.
Yeah, we were there with Durso at Bevets. Yeah, good call.
You should do a. You should try to do a Chicago trip.
Wow, the dream are out. Ooh.
Both of those teams are kind of iffy to me.
I love it. Hey, the Lord McD. Hopefully that's not Josh McDaniels watching the stream at halftime instead of preparing his team, but maybe it is. The Lord McD. You need a nice bottle of bourbon worth displaying. Actually, that's a great point. Andy is doing some damage to his bourbon wall. There's a lot of bottles that are on, life support there, my man. You're getting down to the bottom of the barrel. It's brown liquor season coming up. What are you gonna? You can't be.
Not a terrible Gentleman Jack.
Nice 3rd-and-1 play to Teron Johnson. Not Teron Johnson. Who's Ty Johnson is the running back. My bad. Teron Johnson is the cornerback. Everybody says the E is Egypt. I don't know why bumfuck Egypt. Is it? It can't be Egypt the country, right?
Yeah, I don't know.
It's weird. Yeah. The shelf is not for show, it's for drinking. I agree.
So here's the thing. Yeah. So that Woodford looked a little low, but we got another one.
Oh, good. Okay. I like it. I like it. Pretty amazing run blocking assignments so far for the Bills. Every time they try to get a run on, even the short passing game, they got the guys in perfect position downfield making blocks. This is a really like the cohesion and everybody knowing their job and their assignment and doing it at a high level for the Bills is so apparent. It kind of makes the fact that they don't have guys who really stand out in the skill group outside of Cook doesn't matter. Like they still crush. Oh, he had him too. Flag down. It's probably a hold. I think this might stymie the Bills' drive, Andy.
Breeders' Cup in
yes.
Lexington. I know it's not California, but I do love getting down that way.
I've never been to Keeneland. I really want to go, and I've been waiting for that Breeders' Cup, so I will be there. Yeah. Yep. I'm fired up for that one. Keeneland 2026, and then Belmont 2027, which I'm going to pass on.
Yeah, the Belmont one feels
weird. Yeah. Is he making fun of me? I think he is.
I have no idea.
I think he's making fun of me.
Drew will be there. Another one. So I talked to Sammy P about doing a Chicago hangout. When's the last time you were in the Windy City? That's always fun. I have a great time every time I go to Chicago. Almost went yesterday or Tuesday.
Oh, we got a Josh Allen run. Oh boy, he got down. God. He got popped.
He's gonna get
there's a fight.
Scolded.
There's a fight. Scolded. We got ourselves a fight.
Yeah, Yeah, that's the thing. A cold Breeders' Cup stinks. Like that makes no sense.
Yeah,
to me.
Belmont. No thanks. No thanks.
I'd love to check out Belmont in the
NBA.
summer.
Yeah, same for the Belmont Stakes. I'm sure
Breeders'
it's
Cup
amazing.
is in November, which is
Yeah.
not the summer.
NBA pick at the moment, Rockets, not for me. I think the Thunder probably just win again, which is very boring. But I think the right time to bet the Thunder to win is probably like January sometime when they kick it into high gear, because I think the Thunder are at a little bit of a fatigue disadvantage considering how much and how deep they played into last year. And they don't really have much to prove. So
it's funny. There was a little bit of not a brouhaha. What's the word for it? A little to do about betting on betting on the NBA today on the Twitter timeline, as somebody was making fun of somebody else for not knowing how to use a PPH.
What?
Basically, liquidity. Somebody redacted gambler was making fun of someone for using a bunch of PPH funds to play long shot NBA, which is, as he called it later on, and this is a term I hadn't heard much, but it makes a lot of sense. The reverse free roll.
It's a reverse free roll. Yeah. It is a reverse free roll.
Yeah.
Think hard about that.
If you win and it's somebody you don't know, they might. Just
I think we covered that. You remember how you shared with me that? You remember you shared me that tweet that was like, "Hey, these are some great, what do you call it? Pods, evergreen pods, right?"
Yeah.
One of the ones we did was futures, right?
Yeah.
And I'm 99.9% sure we brought that up on that podcast. Is that you want to, if it's a long shot, you want a paper ticket. You really do.
You want not even like I'm not even saying like a U.S. book. It can be an offshore that you trust. It shouldn't be Randy that you know through Billy, that you know through Jimmy from a job that you used to have that maybe isn't going to pay you if you do win. And then if you lose, of course they're going to want you to pay up. So it is definitely a reverse free roll on that. It's kind of
it's a reverse free roll. Yeah. It's actually even worse than a reverse free roll.
Yeah.
It's even worse than a reverse free roll.
You're burning up bankroll that you should be using.
I was going to give you a deeper part of the example. You ready? We got touchdown on our hands. That was not a 6-minute drive, Andy. That was much faster.
Right, defense.
The other reason it's not a reverse free roll, it can actually be very harmful, because if you are right, and you will get stiffed, you couldn't be placing other bets as like, well, I got you. You're thinking to yourself like, well, I got 50 to 1 on, or 100 to 1 on blank. Like now I can fire away into other stuff, hedging. You're like, well, I'm gonna lock in some. That I have seen it. It is nasty, and you will be literally like, oh my god, a position that I had all of this accrued value in, I turned not into just poof, it's gone, but like I've lost my, I've managed to find new losses, which is brutal. So like, and honestly,
if I did heavy arbitrage, that would be the biggest fear.
Your counterparty
would be I did a big arbitrage for a heavy amount because it was so good and it was a market that you could get it down on, and one of the bets canceled, and then you just have to watch what you thought was a risk-free proposition. You have to watch one of the bets that might not be plus EV at all. Obviously this is worse because you can just keep digging your hole.
Yeah
I do love paper. I remember I've mailed paper tickets in because they used to be a little easier about that, where there were places.
Let's see what's at the top of my stack here.
I remember I think it was the Win. They were only good for 90 days. And it's like, well, I'm not going to Las Vegas, and they just graded this. And you'd have to go down and do like what do you call the insured mail or whatever? I don't know, registered mail. So that cost you like an extra $10, but you want to make sure you get your money. I always got paid.
Here's a fun paper ticket for you. Speakeasy, the horse, at 100 to 1 to win the Kentucky Derby. Brinks, if he's watching, we'll remember this one. Did not win. In fact, did not run. He was a breakout sensation, and nobody really knew about him. And Circuit kind of had their numbers still up without adjusting. And I snuck in there, and I was like, "I'll take it." And they're like, "How much will you give me?" And they're like, "We'll give you blank, blah 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 blah." No, all right. And the next race out, he was a heavy bet, and they were walking him to the gate. And he lost his cool on the way to the gate because he was lightly raced. And he got a scratch, like a little physical scratch. They scratched him from the race, and then that completely derailed his entire road to the Derby. So he didn't have enough points to run. But so it goes. Hitting a future for on a Kentucky Derby horse is nearly impossible.
I mean, it's probably a pretty big dog to bet that early and have the horse even make the field, unless you're just betting one of the known names. That's like, hey, this horse is going there.
This is a great story. Hit Flacco 100-1 on a PPH. Biggest sweat Super Bowl weekend was whether or not I was getting paid. I mean, honestly, like, you do this long enough, and eventually, like, I feel like maybe I'm the crazy one, maybe I'm the stupid one, but like, the longer you do this, like, I'm not really interested in taking risks in terms of counterparty anymore, which is why I don't have a billion outs or play on credit or any of that stuff. Like, I'm only betting really at helps you sleep at night, right? And like, you kind of know, at least you know your balance wins lost is strictly from your however you're originating, not because you got stiffed or because you got your counterparty disappeared on you, which happens too. Surely a lot of people that you think are getting stuff down on you can themselves find themselves in financial difficulty, and then what you thought you had, maybe you don't, because they disappear, and or sell it to someone for liquidity to save themselves. But that's a story for another day. Yeah. No overtime logo. Thank you, Sir Blancelot. Hopefully you are.
I got it up.
Good fall down there in Texas. It's officially fall yet? No, coming up this weekend.
The autumnal equinox would be Sunday, I believe.
Okay, cool.
Saturday or Sunday.
It does not feel like fall around us. It is like monsoonal hot garbage weather here. I hate it.
It warmed back up here. We're back into summertime.
I have like a glow on because it's freaking sweaty hot here. I think
rolling, baby.
Was that even a 4-minute drive? It was. Oh yeah, it was 4 to 35. We'll take it.
We'll take it. Now we just.
I like that nice minus like 3-yard pass to start out this drive. You don't want a 3 and out, right? We want to take a little time off.
But the problem is they're going to do a second and long run, which sucks.
You know, it would be nice, a 3rd and forever 5-yard defensive holding. That gives them 3 more plays.
Oh, those are
we'll just
nice.
move them back up to the original line of scrimmage.
Yeah, like so. Yeah. You go. Yeah, no. What you need is the 2-yard run, 8-yard sack, 5-yard penalty on the defense. So you've
we got him uncorking a uncorked bomb. Tyreek Hill dropped it off of his hands. Whoa!
He can't be mad anymore.
Somebody else got hurt. Who's down? Is that Teron Johnson? Somebody got hurt.
Reek shaving.
Benford. Oh my gosh! The only other good player for the Bills is now hurt too. Let's see what happens to him. Rapp is out there, but Benford. How is Benford even get? Oh shit! I see it. Don't love that, man. This Bills defense. I think he got his shoulder separated. Rapp kind of hit him midair on his left shoulder, probably a shoulder separation, or maybe just ribs. They're kind of prodding and feeling his ribs, so maybe it's just bruised ribs, which is obviously not as big a deal.
That's the thing too. You can separate here.
I guess I would rather have a punt than a big old gain to Tyreek Hill. So I'll take it. Knee to the ribs. Okay. Yeah.
As soon as I tell a story, it freezes up on me.
Oh, were you going to compare this injury to one of the injuries you had from wrestling?
No, this is a story my dad tells. This was not me. This This is from the 70s, but he had a double chicken wing on a kid, and he starts screaming, and as it turned out, he separated the rib cages from the sternum. Yeah,
God.
he said it was.
Oh my God.
He said the kid was making a noise that he hadn't heard before.
Oh my God.
Just yeah. So that can happen.
Oof. Okay.
Oh, I should make ribs. That sounds pretty good.
Actually, Andy, that's a great segue. Great segue. When's the Ryder Cup?
It is next weekend.
Oh, you owe us a
black.
cooking demonstration.
I do. I should
Friday morning. Friday morning. Friday morning. Deep dive daily.
Cooking. Deep dive daily from the grill.
Doesn't have to be ribs, but do a little something.
Might as well be. So here's.
Do you have a go-to ribs recipe?
I do. I do have a. There's an old recipe called Britu. It's best ribs in the universe, and I've kind of modified how they do it, but it's a really good seasoning. Yeah, baby back, of course. But it's a really good recipe for the seasoning. I like quite a bit, and I follow most of those guidelines anyway. But I got to be home next Friday anyway. There's a little problem with the refrigerator, and it's hard to get somebody out here to take a look at it. So I have to stay home for an extended period of time for the repairman to meet with me. So next Friday, I'm here anyway. I gotta be here. Might as well be smoking.
Cool. Benford being out would not be good for our under, especially if the Dolphins find themselves in comeback mode. What this
word means.
Cassoulet. That is a cassoulet is like a French stew from like the Carcassonne region, I think. Like a bean and meat stew. No?
Did you Google it already?
No. I know. It is, right? Do I have that right? It's like a bean and pork. It's like a bean and pork stew. French bean dish. Yeah. Paul Mooney's Wine Patch knows. Yeah. I know because I was planning a trip. I was planning a trip to the Canal de Midi region. Still very high on my list of must-dos, but I've had to postpone it now twice. And cassoulet is kind of the featured dish of that region. Carcassonne, you can get a good cassoulet. Toulouse, probably you can get some. Humps, maybe even. But like, yeah, southwest France. Humps.
Not a big French cuisine guy. I don't know if I make anything French. French fries, baby.
French green beans.
I do like my green beans cut that way.
Okay. Well, we're on to drive 3. It's been 30 minutes. Let's wrap this bad boy, and hopefully we get a couple of nice first downs and then no points.
I've just been pointed out. I do make French toast.
Oh, French toast. French toast. Oui.
Confit duck. I did have some of that the other day.
Escargot.
I don't remember where. No, duck confit.
I think supposedly the big thing with cassoulet is that you can do basically any meat. So duck, pork, I think even beef, but it's kind of rare to find it there.
I'm sitting on some Europe. Average odds.
You are
140. For Ryder Cup. Yeah, it should be closer. Like these are two pretty close teams in my opinion. I'm not saying Europe's going to come out and ass blast them like last time. It's not going to be the same because it's on U.S. soil, but it's a lot closer than the odds are in my opinion.
Does the course matter?
It does, but we get to set it up, and we, the Americans, we get to set it up how we want and play, to our strengths, and that's part of the advantage of playing on home soil. But at the same time,
what would we do? Put the hole locations in extremely difficult spots for putting?
I don't really know because, man, I seen a couple of the practice shots from
Here comes
Rory
the punt
Abear,
team.
and man, they were like driving the green on
tick,
one.
Tick,
I
tick,
think
tick,
it's just gonna be
tick.
It's just gonna come down to it. It's gonna come down to some guys making some putts. It's gonna be close.
Did you say Hey Bear? Who? Tick, 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 tick.
Tick. All right, let's call
it. Who was the other guy you said besides Rory?
Abear.
Abear?
They were driving the green on one. I mean, a lot of people are.
Aberg,
Abel.
yeah.
Abel.
Aberg. I forgot that's how you
It's
pronounce
not
it.
A and it's not
Stupid
O.
name.
It's more of a
Aberg.
yeah.
Yeah.
Luda.
Oberg.
Let's call him Luda.
Luda. There you go. All right, man. I'm gonna hit the
And
end.
that is the thing too.
Good luck.
The home team does get to pick if it's foursomes or four balls in the morning. They get to. We did decide on that, which is surprising the way they went. But let's let's
it's
meet
the
back
A
up in the
with
morning.
the
Top
0 over
Survivor.
it. All right, man. I love it. See you then.